What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Invincible Guarding the Globe video. And we're doing some Nolan polls today for the new event, the new release. And we'll go over his abilities briefly here, so let's do that first. I did already boost the shop, admittedly, a little bit. We spent some gems, and we got our boy up to... Let me go here. Oops. Epic Plus, just so we can read the abilities. Hopefully we get some more copies here. But we'll start out with the first one. This one is pretty cool. Like, right off the bat, it's a good amount of damage. But Nolan dashes through the battlefield in rapid bursts, hitting all enemies in his path, dealing 410% of his base damage and pushing them back. Like, quite a lot of things going on here. At level 10, it's pretty decent of an increase here. And he gets a second ability here with it. So 470 of his base damage, and then each hit applies a burn that deals extra base damage over time, right? And at 15, it's 500%. In 230 over 10 seconds. So pretty substantial. I think this is one of the skills you're going to want to get up first. But I think this one is going to be the priority. I think it's going to be 2 than 1, probably, is my guess here. But as you can see here, he gets an attack boost based on a Viltrumite dying, ally or enemy. So it's the same as Thula, more or less, except she just gets a 100% crank up for like a set time. He just gets it permanently, which is pretty good. And then they just limit it with stacks. The stacks go from 5 all the way up to 10, though. Level 10, it's 4%, so that's 40% attack increase if he gets stacks. On top of, he increases his own crit chance. He grants his team a crit chance boost, kind of like Agent Spider, if there's a last line of defense on the enemy team. So if people use, like, Blue Mark, you're running New Nolan, he's going to grant the whole team a 15% crit chance. And if it's at level 15, it's 20. That's huge. A whole team-wide crit boost, like that's not a support, like Red Rush, that's pretty significant for an attacker. So that's pretty darn good. And just a small increase from 40, well, not a small, but 40 to 50% permanent attack boost, which I think he will be really great in This Is Heavy Op and just in PvP in general, the more that we have Viltrumite metas. Also, I hope you guys like that I updated the artwork, but per people's request. Apparently, I just had the same ones. I have a few covers I can cycle out. I'll cycle out the one on the top here shortly as well. But with the new season coming, I thought we'd get Thrag out here, so big hype. All right, third ability we got is oddly similar to like the Conquest icon here with the hand and everything, but I know that he was slicing someone open in the art. After landing a critical hit, Nolan slices through the enemy, destroying their shields and applying a wound that deals damage over time. Okay, so this is interesting. And he can do this multiple times and have stacks, apparently. So on level 10, it's 120% of the critical hits damage. Interesting. Only up to 130. This does not look like a skill you'll probably max. It only goes from 9 to 10 stacks. And he heals himself a little bit with the level 15 skill. Interesting. I mean, this one's okay. I think the first two really are the huge damage hitters, but I'm sure that's nice. It kind of gives a bleeding effect similar to Thula, it looks like. When his HP drops below 51%, he deals extra true damage. This amount is very small. I mean, it's small on Blue Mark. It's like 6.5% instead of 6.75 at level 15. So they went very conservative with these numbers, but it's good. So, I mean, this is kicking in earlier in the fight. At least it's not a 10 HP or 1 HP threshold, right? So his HP is dropping at level 10 below 60. He gets 1.4% extra true damage each attack, and his critical chance is increased. Sorry, critical damage. So if you guys have a high crit chance boosting team, he's going to do really well in that. Because look at this. Critical damage is increased by 40%. Like Agent Spider is substantial at 20, and I think it's 25. Chance and 25 increased crit damage at level 15. But he just does 40. I mean, the numbers are pretty darn good. And 65% is pretty early in the fight. I like that. But only 2% extra true damage. That's not really, I think, the big factor of the fourth skill. But if I was to order these, I'd probably do 1, then 2, then 4, then 3. And 3 and 4 are probably interchangeable. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll see with this ability. That's kind of where I would imagine it's at currently. But that's the new hero. I do apologize. I'm getting this out kind of as the event is ending. But, I wanted to maximize my cards and for the ability, for the achievements, rather, if you guys didn't see, it was just logging on, the basic usual stuff, purchase all items, recruiting from World Beyond Heroes, and that little artificial counter. So as you can see, I've gotten 9. I've actually gotten pretty lucky with the hourly refreshes, but a lot of people have been, from what I see in the main server. So if you guys are having a good event, let me know. I think this is as good as an event, probably for me, as Conquest, and I think that was probably the last event. I got a ridiculous amount of copies on Hero release. So I'm not expecting too much. I'm happy with food, but we have a lot of refreshes. If we need to buy more, we can with some gems. I don't mind that, but hopefully we can get through all of our currency. The problem is it gives you a little bit back, but I've gone through most of the achievements, so we'll see. I had about 250 and 15,000 currency to start just from spending gems on the event, so getting the op all the way up was significantly helpful to, 200% basically over the rewards. Let's claim this bad boy real quick, and let's go into some polls. Of course, we start on this screen, but all right, nothing but going up from here. We're going to pass on Thula, pass on Lucan. It's nice to start at shop level 10, so we don't have to go for stuff we don't want to. We're looking for me personally, because I build Craig on my team, I like some more Craigs. I think I need some copies. Anissa copies never hurt. We are super stacked on Universa copies and Conquest, so we're not going to pull for them. But I would say if we see a Craig, if we see an Anissa, and obviously the new Nolan, we're grabbing them. Everything else, I'm just going to go for food. And if there's doubles, we take doubles on cooldown. Absolutely. I didn't even realize, too, on my library editions here, it appears that all the front artwork is actually Ryan's and not Corey Walker's. So, ironically, I was having someone like, do you not like Corey Walker's artwork? I'm like, unfortunately, that's just what's on the covers. Front and back, it's only Ryan's work. So if I have some comics, though, like the actual comics that I can pull out with some of Corey's artwork on it. And we'll put some on display. Just that way we have all of our bases covered. A Nolan, let's go! New Nolan. I think the highest I saw was someone got him to 680 today. That's pretty impressive. That's a lot of refreshes. These events aren't awful if you... Let's go. Almost a snipe. Almost a snipe. If you get them to level 10, but it just takes so many refreshes if you just want the new character. And I like to not be picky. I'd rather just get food. Not a big deal. We're getting pretty unlucky with just elites here, though. Come on, game. There we go. We'll take doubles, like I said. I know Universe got a huge nerf, but, I'm holding on to those copies for now. Anissa, we will very much use. We're going to skip. We're going to pass up on singles. Let's go. A Conquest and a Craig and no commons. That's what we like to see. Get the commons out of here. Give us the food. So many commons. It's either like a full page of commons or literally no elites. I never get anything in between. And if we get down to like 100 refreshes, I might just try to spend on singles. I don't know if it's worth buying refreshes, but... Ooh, a triple. Double Conquest and a Russ. We take that all day. Nice. Yep, food. Food is food. Pick up doubles when we can. All right, we're going to skip on single Lucan. We are good. We don't want to Russ. I will go for Craig if it's just him, probably. I do have a lot of Anissa copies, so I don't need... New Nolan again. Let's go in a double. We take those. So we are at 11. That's pretty good for the event. I'd say if you guys just get like 2 copies, you're good. I got one on shop level 2. I think I got my next one on shop level 3. I was pretty lucky. I'll put them up on screen here if I can get the screenshots for you guys. I did take a photo of the first few Nolans that I did pull. Look at this. Like, what do we got? 4 faction soldiers? I ain't rolling. And my advice, too, if you guys have a very limited amount of currency, like... under 1,000 or so, roll, but try not to roll on, like, if you can help it, on something where it's like a single elite surrounded by 4 commons, just because you're getting, sure, 50 lab coins, but the value is tremendously worse. They do count towards just the number of recruited heroes, though, so if you're trying to just knock that achievement out, some of the achievements do give a decent chunk back, like 50, I think, or so. So you do kind of want to max those out. Oh my gosh. See, the game's killing us because it's giving us good luck, but only commons. But we'll take doubles. We'll take doubles. Absolutely. Food is very welcome. Trying to add some stars onto my main team, and I currently have 4 from World Beyond heroes, so without food, those heroes are not getting levels. Ooh, let's go with Craig and Anissa. That is huge. I'm going to pass on a single Anissa. Let's see. 8,700. We got a good chunk. I think we have a good currency to refresh ratio. We are going to go for Craig just because he is so good right now. I have enough copies, I think, to get 77 or 80 stars per character, but except Craig because he's just so new. I did not stock up on him much. So, okay, the game's bringing us down to the wire. We just purchased all on those. Another Craig, let's go. We'll take it. We'll take it. He's just so good, and I think he's a good future-proof character. I mean, we're naturally going to get Thrag. We're probably going to get other Viltrumites or maybe even more reskins or more Mark variants. And just being able to crank up Let's see if we can snipe one more time. Being able to crank up Viltrumites 30%, there we go, is incredible. I mean, it's very, very good. All right. Any more Craigs would be welcome, but new Nolan, I would love some copies too. I'd like to get them, if we could, to Epic 5 would be a 5-star would be awesome. 2 conquests, okay. We roll with those, we roll. Just a lone battle beast, we're good. And if you're a little picky and you have the refresh tokens to be picky, landing doubles is obviously much better. And we do have a rumor of a clone event around the corner, and or maybe a secret shop or something for the GDA case files. So I would definitely be saving gems a little bit. Ooh, and the snipe on Craig. Let's go. I went a little crazy on this event just for food, just for some guaranteed food, because even if they do a clone event, I think it's going to be all the factions, and it's going to be hard to get like your faction's food, obviously, right? So I don't mind boosting my account like across all the factions, but you know, when 80% of your team, if you have 4 heroes on it that are from World Beyond, you need food, like, you know, desperately from that faction. You do have to make an effort to go out of your way and get it, you know. It's only 1 week out of the month that they have the event op for the commons and the, you know, ooh, Nolan again, for commons and rares. So let's go. This is Nolan number 11, I believe. 12. 11 or 12. We'll check. Can we snipe this Craig? Come on. Nope. We're just going to purchase all. We normally do 3, but we'll make an exception. Let's see what we got, and we'll get some of this currency back. We're on. Yeah, we're on 12. Wow, we got 12. I cannot complain. This event has been really good. For a 1% chance, hitting it 12 times is pretty darn good to me, I would say. There's also this other event. I'm pretty sure this actually gives you more currency. I can run this at the end, but you want like a pretty powered up Nolan because it's a Nolan specific thing. So I would wait to do this till your hero is powered up, which is why I have waited, because I have 2 of them, but I need to get copies. Also, let's not mess up this hourly refresh, because that's happened before to me and other streamers that I know. So we'll be mindful. Like 30 seconds, we'll take a pause. Ooh, another Nolan double. Let's go. We're at 13. Double Nolan back-to-back. Sheesh. We will take it. Also, I feel like the From World Beyond one has so much more aura than Omni-Man. I mean, sheesh. I don't know. I just like the Viltrumite outfits, though I will say I really don't like his red and white as much. Is the head the exact... Is the model is, like, obviously posed differently. It's just... Yeah, the head's the exact same. It's really funny that they could just take this character, kind of reskin everything but the head, and just repose it and re-release it with different skills. It had to be so easy in the studio. But hey, a new variant is better than no characters, but I almost at this point would rather them just space the releases out if we're going to get a bunch of variants, and or make the variants like we got a variant of Mark, and then immediately after we got a variant of Omni-Man. I wish we'd have a little bit of break for another double with Nolan. A break in between the variant characters, but I think with Season 4, we should see some movement on some new characters, hopefully. I have my ideas of which ones they're going. We're definitely going to get some good criminals, I would say, too. Just not to spoil anything. I won't throw names out there, but I think we're going to get some pretty... I think the criminal faction has some fighting chance this next season once it drops. We will take the food double. Hopefully Universe is not food, but, you know, if they don't fix her after I get mine to a certain point, I am going to use her for food, unfortunately. I hate to see that. I may reset my second one. I was planning on building, but I just don't know if we're going to need her at this point. Let's see if we can get Craig within these 40 seconds. Keeping an eye on that timer. Come on. Come on, Craig. Oh, my gosh. He's being difficult. Couldn't get lucky. All right, we purchase all. Oh, and a double. We have to grab it quick. This is what I feared. Is it just going to give me back-to-back good rolls? Oh, my gosh. I mean, it's not the worst thing if we don't get this. We have time. We have time. We're good, right? Surely? Craig speedrun? Oh, my gosh. It's actually going to be close. We're no simps. We go for the single. Come on. Okay, never mind. He's gonna be difficult. Imagine it was like 5 Nolans on this refresh and it just screwed us over. I would cry. All right, we're good. Anything good in my recruitment shop? Never. I never get anything good in the recruitment shop. Craig again. We'll take it. At least it's surrounded by rares. We will take that all day. Hopefully we've got a good chunk in there. I really don't mind getting Craig copies more than New Nolan, we're going to get him eventually. Obviously, if you guys missed him or only got 1 or 2 copies, do not worry about it. We're going to get a clone event. Likely, we're going to get something. He's going to be in it. You're going to get a bunch. I will show you firsthand. We just had Eve drop. I got a lot of Eve from the clone event, right? Ignore that. Cecil, Donald, got a bunch from the clone event. Komodo, newish character, got a bunch from the clone event. Same with Sinister Mark. So have enough to get him Omni Plus. So if you guys are newish, do not freak out. You guys will eventually get there with these characters. That it is best not to rush them. Although it is cool to get them on release. And if you guys stockpile gems like I have had, I've got still a big stockpile here, then spend them on events that are worth it for you, obviously. This one is going to be a good value for most players that have From World Beyonds. Another Nolan, let's go. You got a bunch of From World Beyond, which is just hard because the lineup is so stacked. And the snipe on Nolan. You love to see it. The lineup is too stacked. Like, you have to buy, you have to get food and kind of go on these events, you know? You could skip a criminal event. You could skip a GDA hero event, you know? Ooh, nice double for food. We take those. It's also not great value in terms of an event for just even straight food. Like, the clone events are just better. And I do recall we got, like, a From World Beyond or, like, a faction shop where it was, like, a different shop every level. And it was a pretty juicy event to get food. If you can get, like, ×2 or ×4 elites of From World Beyond heroes, oof, you're cooking with some heat. But I have not seen a good event in a minute. But, you know, we should have some good ones coming up. There's going to be something for Valentine's Day inevitably as well. I really don't want Conquest doubles, but a double's a double, you know? Ooh, a Craig double with Allen. Let's go. We take those all day. All right, 5,600. I think now, yeah, we'll go for that. I think we can get picky a little bit here with some of our refreshes. Actually, no, my math is bad. We're definitely going to have to purchase all more, but that's fine. Yep, we'll go for the Craig. Got a lot of doubles, though. I cannot complain. We've gotten pretty lucky on some doubles. I've seen triples here and there. And New Nolan. I mean, I really care to get the new character more. You know, copies are welcome here. I'll get food from World Beyond anytime, but I'm not hurting for it. Right now, I'm playing the game I bet most of you are playing, where your XP is catching up to your levels. Because my goodness, it is frustrating. And the current DD, you know, nerf that we have, everyone's getting a little bit less. I'm getting like, dude, like 240. Oh, it's rough out here. Takes me 2 days of running Downtown Destruction and get 20 levels on my heroes. my top team. So, oh, it sucks. You know, they're well over that million red XP point. But hey, I'm not Kratos. It doesn't cost me 9 to 10 million to upgrade. At least could be worse. Hopefully XP scaling changes a little bit. I know we've talked about it. It's been talked about in the main server a lot, suggested. It is very hard to level up your heroes after like level 1000. It is hard. It is tough. Some more food. We take that. Come on, game. Give us some more doubles. Give us some Nolans. There's 5 Damien Darkbloods instead, it says. Ooh, New Nolan. Okay, this is like a pretty lucky event, I will be honest. I did not expect this many. Ooh, and the Nolan snipe. We hit 2 Nolan snipes. All right, let's see how many we have. Do we have enough for Epic 5-star? Oh, my goodness. It's going to be like this. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Yeah, this wasn't. Okay, we'll do the rank up later. Actually, can we just see how many? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need 1 more to get Epic 5-star. And I'd be pretty happy ending it there. Obviously, I'm not going to not spin for 1. But I think we have it in us. We got 4,000 currency. Let's see if we can get 1 more Nolan. I'd be pretty happy to leave him at Epic 5-star. I think that'd be a great place. It's ideally what I would shoot for most of my new hero events as like a good cutoff point. Sure, you could go crazy, but the amount of gems and or money you're spending to get there is considerably more after this point. I think I'm like 9,000 gems in. So from that, we got a $99 bundle for 100,000 gems. I've been riding that out, and I did a gem booster, I think, once since then. And you look at it, that's like $9, right? You know, in gem value. Not bad at all. To get this kind of, you know, return, not bad. Anissa and Universa, the goats, who both got reworked. But we'll see. We'll see if we get a damage rework. Ooh, the Craig snipe. Let's go. Could see a damage rework. We could see Universa rollback. Who knows? We'll see the next few weeks. But I know the devs are probably chatting in the studio about something. There we go. I think we're good on Nolan's. Game, you've done your job. Thank you. The 1% at shop level 10, it was very generous to us. I cannot complain. All right. So we're running low on refreshes. So this means, all right. Because I'd rather increase my odds of getting good stuff than just rolling for like, you know, 1 elite inside of 4 flaxen soldiers, right? Not very efficient use of your currency. My goodness. We cannot get a double to save our life, huh? Or a Craig. The shop is betraying us. There we go. Double with Nolan. Let's go. We've gotten quite a few. Ooh, a nice triple. Love to see it. I'm getting way too much conquest to the point where, like, I think by conquest, I have, like, 20 stars extra saved of him in terms of copies, which I don't mind, but he's not particularly the one that I want to crank up. And these Nolan copies are crazy. My goodness. We're guiding a substantial amount. What are we at now? Another one. He only comes with doubles. This is crazy. Very, very good luck. This has to be 14 or 16 or... Oh, we broke the game. The luck was too good. Come on, game. There we go. All right, what are we at? This is wild. We're at 21 Nolans for a new character release. I think this might be the best luck I've had yet. I didn't go particularly crazy in the Conquest event because I was just kind of getting into the game. But my luck was pretty good. I do remember getting like 12 or 14 right off the bat. They certainly know how to put a carrot on the end of a stick and make you guys want to invest in these events. And I wonder if they just, it may say 1%, but it's really like, like 10%. I don't know. Who knows? I don't write the code. But sometimes it does. I want to get this Craig, but see, like I said, it ain't worth it. Look at what's surrounded by him, Absolute flaxen garbage. We'll take a double. Oh my gosh, we're running low again on refreshes. Can we squeeze some more out here? Come on. Oh, there we go. Doubles. Big. All right, just give us doubles for the next, 10 hits. Come on. It would save us. Not a Thula. Please, no. She is food, but we don't want her. That's fine. That's fine. Doubles. We'll take them. All things considered, 400 gems and refreshes to make my currency, value go for a little bit further. I don't mind. It's probably worth it in the end. It is a lot of gems, but it is what it is. Okay, I think we'll do this. If it's an Anissa or a Craig surrounded by rares, we're going to go for it. We're going to pass on that. I don't want food that badly. And that way we get a good amount of... a good balance of food. Like that. We'll go for that. But good characters, because I do want to build them more, and I have 2 of these characters, so I need lots of copies. Oh my gosh. We're being difficult. It's all good. We purchase all. All right, we got some more refresh tokens. Hopefully 50 can carry us through the rest of this event. My goodness. I have been burning through them. Not that the event's been bad to us, but some of the food has been not as plentiful. I thought I'd see a lot more doubles and triples. That's fine. We'll take a double. Those flaxen soldiers stared me down, but it's all good. We got 2 elites. We'll take it. Ooh, there we go. And you look at stuff like this and just see an elite plus, and it makes you feel better, like a complete set. That's why I like the clone events so much. You see that ×2, that ×4, you're like, oh, great. And they come in pairs, so you don't get that uneven elites kind of sit in your inventory. And Alan, we're good. We will pass. I'm also curious, how many people are actually building Alan still? After Conquest, Komodo, and Defender Eve has come out, how many of you guys are actively building Alan and or still running him in your main team? I don't think he's bad by any stretch. I just think there are better options now, Him with Vitals Pad's actually like a pretty beefy lifeline. I've seen some level 12, 13, 1400 Allens in Alliance Warfare that are hard to kill. They run the timer out, and then you don't capture, and it's pretty frustrating. So I don't think they're bad by any means. Just I'd rather have a level 1400 Conquest, But that's just me. Because he's basically a DPS tank, He carries your ops a little bit more. Oh my goodness. I think we are going to have to get more refresh tokens. I think I'm going to spend 1,000 gems on refresh tokens. But you know what? It makes the event better, so it's fine. And who knows? Maybe we'll get some more Nolan copies. But I think that the game exhausted its copies. I mean, I'm happy. I think I'm pretty tapped on luck here. I couldn't ask for a better opening. For Nolan, I think we got plenty of them. But, you know, the game may change its mind. I want to spin for these, but I also don't. Because I just know there's doubles right around the corner, you know? I'm sure you guys are seeing me pass up these elites. Like, what are you doing? Believe me, when you have as many copies of these already as I have, you're good. Whew. See, like this. This was worth 160 gems. I basically did 10 refreshes from something I would have bought. Because you get a triple. Like, it's worth. It's a lot. That's a lot worth. More than the currency. 450 for 150 of the currency. Always buy tickets. Always buy tickets. Ah, we couldn't snipe Nolan. Come on. Can't snipe on the third time. Come on. Close. Whew, we're half an hour in on this. All right. One more time with these refreshes. Hold on. All right. Hopefully this is enough. Jeez. Now that we have only 1,800 currency, I hope we can get through enough. There we go. A nice double to Lucan and Conquest. But we are at a substantial amount of the new hero. And I will skip, once we're done with the openings, to what we got him up to for you guys. Because it's going to take me a while to get all these heroes. It's going to be like pages of rares for a while. Come on. Come on, Craig. Don't be like that. Craig is as stubborn as he is in the show. My goodness. Ooh. What a beauty. Look at these triples. See, you put little gems in the refreshes, the game rewards you. I swear that's how it works. And then another double with Craig. Let's go. We did very well for Craig copies. I cannot complain at all. 50 may have overshot how many refreshes we needed, actually. Maybe not, though, because the game's given us lots of commons and lots of singles. Yeah, we're going to pass on these single elites. We are good. We want doubles. Let's go with Craig. And I do apologize. I wasn't wearing my Invincible shirt, I know. But, laundry day, you know? 36 left. Come on. So we got 3 purchase alls in us. See if we get one more new Nolan. I think it'd be pretty crazy. I don't know if we need one to complete a set or not, but I hate getting them in odd numbers. We're going to pass. We're going to pass. There we go. A double. Big. I think almost every purchase all has been a double. This has been a pretty darn good event. New Nolan. Let's go. I was very tempted to purchase all. I have to be careful. I've clicked the refresh button on a new hero more than once. Very, very sad. You know, make sure you have that trigger discipline when you guys are spamming refresh. To not skip over the new hero. Haven't done it too often. Oh my goodness gracious. But it has happened a few times. It has happened. All right. Ooh, a good double to end it on. All right. We'll end it there. Very, very good. All right. And I will skip ahead to show you guys where we got our Nolan up to. All right, we did pretty well. We did, in fact, get him epic 5 stars and a few extra copies. So I'm not upset at all. Hopefully, we get some more doubles from a clone event and get him up there. I think I even got my Sinister mark up there pretty quick. I think I got him 479 from his event, but I did go pretty heavy in the criminal event. But new Nolan looks pretty good. I'm very tempted to slowly build him up and replace my Universa. Unfortunately, she's very built, so it sucks for me. It makes me cry a little bit, but he synergizes so well with the other Viltrumites and melee, like Blue Mark, and I'm very, very tempted to get him up and replace him in the main team. And his raw damage numbers are just crazy. I mean, he's one of the highest. If we compare like a level 1, you know, to Conquest, his attack's right there in the ballpark. I mean, 3.06, I think, is the second or third highest attack stat. And just overall, his power is very high. So look at that HP stat. Not too bad. His defense is a little low, but the attack stat, he's going to be a hard-hitting attacker, man. Especially that 500% on level 15. I think it's going to be cool, but, you know, time will tell. We can't really make a lot of recommendations this early, but hope you guys had a fun time watching all these pulls, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.